Started. Well, hello, you trader nerds. Welcome into a terrific Tuesday. Real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds. We got auction with us today. Bobby needs to go back to 111. DB, DMT. We got Hal, we got Hugh, we got Jim, we got Mo, we got Schwaz, we got Sean, we got Stacy, we got Steven, we got SVB, we got Vicky with a Y. Yeah, needs to go back to 111. I don't know, man. There's a couple things that I've thought about. It's better for my YouTube channel if I go back to the 111 because there was a lot more action, a lot more excitement, and then you start saying, well, you got a Discord room where people, like finding the trades and doing that things and it'd be more popular. Certainly we've had some migration since we've kind of gone to the TQQQ strategy. That is for sure. But as I was telling my trainer today, I said, there's two schools of thought. I said, if I were to simply want my YouTube channel and my Discord room to do better, I would go back to the 111. I said, that makes sense because it's more exciting. It's options trades and it's all that. And I said, that would be a selfish thing for me. I said, but I really, now here's why I don't go back to the 111. I can't take y'all back through that. I just can't take you back through that. It was very difficult, and I just don't think I need to let you guys go back into that again. I don't know. Some of you may need to want to go back into it. I don't know. I just can't. I mean, I sit there that day and saw one of my accounts overdrawn, and I was like, I don't know. And a lot of it was my fault. I was underhedged because I had too many contracts on. And so, maybe if I went back, I think if I went back to the 111 and if I ran everything at 25% of my buying power, I mean, it would probably be fine. But at the same time, I think that I would underperform the market. And why do I want to do anything that would underperform the market? So that's my problem with going back to the 111. But I'm interested in y'all's opinion. If everybody thinks we need to go back to 111, maybe we do. Maybe y'all are seeing something that I don't. But I don't know. I have a hard time with it. I sit there and watch these losses that day, and there was basically nothing I could do. So, I don't know. I kind of like what we're doing now. It's been a lot of fun for me doing all this back testing and all different kind of, parameters on our trades. And, I'm just being totally honest with you, totally upfront. Yeah, if it's for the YouTube channel, for the entertainment purposes, 111, 112 was great. And 99% of the time, that's going to be a great trade. And then all of a sudden, you get 3 years of gains wiped out in a single day. What, baby?
It's not moving or anything.
Is the goat dead?
I don't know. It's just not moving or anything. Do you use this?
No, I don't know. That's Abby's, I think.
Can I have it?
So we think one of my goats is dead, so I got to go check on it after this. JoJo, where's my gloves outside? Have you? Yeah.
I said no.
Bev, I'm in class. What, honey?
I'm not helping.
What dewormer did you use?
What?
What dewormer did you use?
I use it looks like feed. It's a pellet form.
I don't know. I don't know where your gloves.
And I've done it 3 times a year.
I don't see it, Mom, Dad.
Okay, well, go. I'm in the session.
But
So let's see what the market's doing. So I'm.
When are you gonna pick it up?
I'm after this is over. Okay, so the E-mini S&P is down about 0.5%, down 27 points. We've got the NASDAQ down 1.27%. Wow, that's a big move. And so what does that look like for TQQQ? TQQQ is down 3.73%. Now remember, if TQQ goes down 10%, we have permission to jump right back into it, right? Which is kind of cool, but we don't have to. Let's get that back to NQ. NQ. But anyway, we don't know what volume is because I don't have my average volume there, but it looks about average. And then the VIX has popped up a little bit on this little down move. It's up above 20 now. And the AD is 210. Now that's amazing that we're down 0.5%, but the AD is positive. I would expect these two things to reconcile at some point for the day. So this means this, I would say, is probably a little bit bullish on the market. So toward the end of the day, we may see a little bit of a recovery based on the AD, unless the AD goes down. And then we can see further down movement or stay where we're at. But it looks like AD is recovering a little bit now. It's a little positive, and we would expect to go a little bit positive. Let's see what our big green monster looks like. Big green monster, and this is not unusual, is that we broke through the 50% line, and then we started going up, and we were headed toward the 59.99 line, but it very well may come back down to the 50% line first before it bounces back and goes back up. So we would expect the 58.67 to be some level of support here before we bounce back up. So we shall see how the big green monster works. And let's look at it on the NQ as well, just to see how things look in there. NQ. The ragweed is out, y'all. Oh, mercy, ragweed. So we are over bought for the fair value zone below. Yesterday we were oversold, and we came through it and are back at overbought. So this still looks a little bit, to me, a little bearish on the NQ. Let's look at the linear regression chart. And you can see, even though we've got a big down day, we are still within the framework that we've kind of done here on our little trend. Remember, here's what price does. It consolidates and it moves. It consolidates and it moves, and it consolidates and it moves. And it does this over and over and over again. And we had a long period of consolidation, and then we've got a period of up movement, and just a little pullback today on that. So let's see how our little account is doing. And I think it's doing great, because look at this, y'all. We've had some orders to fill. Now, let's see. Let me do this 14 days to see what our orders are. Yes, please. But I need to know where my gloves are that's outside, so we can get, remember I left my gloves next to the fence, and we need to get my gloves so we can get the dead goat up. All right, so we've at 9:48, 9:51 this morning, we filled 2 orders. We bought 5 and we bought another 5. So this should probably mean that our hedge is thumping like a pack of ninjas, baby. That is what it's doing. So let's see if what our hedge looks like today, because it should be really strong. So let's go to cap requirement. Make sure we've got ES and TQQ clicked, and let's go to risk analysis, and let's do all these here. Oh yeah, now we got 39,000, we got 112,000. Look at this, y'all. We got $112,000 worth of protection to the downside. So let's make sure that we move this to the correct date, though, because that's not moving forward. Today's the 10/15, so we don't have that much protection. We've got $66,000 worth of protection. It goes fast, doesn't it? It goes down really, really fast. So $66,000 of protection, which probably means that we can sell at least 3 today. Let's kind of see what we can do. So let's go back over here and see if we can sell 6, or if that's going to be not enough. Let's go to EX, and we'll go to trade. And we'll go to about 120 is what we'd like to do, but we probably can't because it doesn't have 50 wide strikes. Let's see if this got 50 wide strikes. $3 is where we need to go to, and these are 100 wide strikes, so that's not going to work. So we go to 108, we'll go to 94 days. We'll go down to the one that has $3 and see if we've got 50 wide strikes, and we don't. We've got 100 wide, so let's go down just a little bit more. 94, we'll go to 77 days, and that'll probably work. We want to find the ones that are selling for $3. Here we go. So since we've already got 3 there, wow, let's see, we got 3 and 3 and 5 there. How come we don't have a GTC order to buy 5 here? Let's do a GTC order to buy 5. Because this should, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but Tasty should show this, right? If I've got a GTC order there. So let's put in a GTC order there to buy 5, 3, 4, 5, and at $1.55.
Doesn't always show it until you put a trade in.
Does it not? Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we've got a GTC to buy a 3100. let's see, activity, working, here it is. No, let's see, $1.55. 77 days, there's a 3,100. So we do have a GTC order in by that. Okay, that's good. So let's go back. Excuse me. Hallelujah. Oh, the crazy. So what I could probably do, I don't want to overlap strikes here. So what we'll probably do is see if we can sell 3250s here and see if we sell 6 of them. That's probably going to be too many. Probably going to be able to sell 3, but let's just look at this and see. So then what you do is you go back over here and we get our little thingamajiggy and we go add order legs. So this goes from 66,000 to 15,000, and see within a week or so, that would be nothing, right? So we're probably just going to do 3. So let's do 3 on that one. So let's go here and let's see what 3 looks like.
Gotta collect some goat poop, Dave,
Okay,
and take it to the vet, and they'll test it.
3. Let's see what that looks like. Let's go over here and let's go take the order legs off and put order legs on. I said put order legs on. And it's going to make me build it out again. Hold on, let's do it again. Do this, let's do failure, and let's do 3250. 3, 3, and then let's go back over here and let's add order legs. So that'd bring it down to about $40,000. But now think about what a great little strategy we've got here. We no longer fear the crash. We just fear, well, don't fear, but the Achilles heel of our strategy. And any strategy that you put on, whether it's an option strategy or a long stock strategy, ETF strategy, is you're going to have some Achilles heel to the thing. You can't just protect everything. But we've got the crash protected, right? Even though our TQQQ position would be down 60% and we would lose 6,400 on it. Overall, we would make $40,745 on the crash. If we had a crash, a 20% down crash, that'd have to occur in stages because of the circuit breakers that are in place. But we would take that $40,000 and we would buy additional shares of TQQQ. Auction says with all the changes that have been implemented, it feels like we need a new member orientation call to catch up. Yeah, maybe that's right. What we should do is a new orientation call for everybody to catch up. Make sure everybody's good to know what the strategy is. And I'll go over it really shortly here. So let's see if we can do this 3. And let's move our price up a little bit. So see if we can get 345 out of that. And no, go to activity, 345. Let's see if we can get it for 340. And probably not. And we'll go down to 335. Oh, we got in. Partial field. There we go. Now we're filled. Okay, so let's go back to the trade tab. And we were at 77 days. And we bought or sold those 3. Yeah. So now there's our working order. Isn't that crazy how it doesn't fill it all the time? So now we want to do a close position, close all 3 of them for 20 cents. And we want to do a GTC and review and send. Now I probably need to use the calculator to figure this out, but I'll probably put this in at $1.65 or so. You know, since we got 335 for it, so let's buy 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, and we want to do that for about $1.65. We just want those things to be for free and make a little money on them if we can. Good. There we go. So we sold these 3 and we'll buy those 5. And we've got a very, very, very good hedge. Okay, so let's just tell you what the strategy is now. And someone, unfortunately, yesterday said that it seemed very, very, very complicated. Well, it's not complicated at all. And this is I posted this before. So if anybody wants it, it's in the Discord room. And so here's our updated TQQ TMF's trading strategy. So basically we allocate between TQQQ, which is a 3x leverage NASDAQ ETF, which let me tell you something, this is not for everybody. You do not use the baby's formula money and diaper money for this strategy. This is a very, very risky strategy. And we do TMF. TQQQ at the beginning day of each month, you start off with 55% TQQQ, and then you do TMF at 45%. This is your starting point each month. So it doesn't matter what you ended last month is. So right now, I think I may be at 80-20, right? But you start the next month at 55-45, and then you look at some trend indicators. The first one is the 10-month simple moving average of QQQQ, or of QQQ. And so what that looks like is this, the 10-month moving average is this. And you just basically look and see, is the price of QQQ above or below its 10-month moving average? Well, you can see we are above the 10-month moving average. So you make that notation, you say above, and then we look at the 10-week 20 versus the 20-week exponential moving average. And so that's really simple too. We've got that over here. And I'll do it every week so you guys will be able to see it. So here's the 10-month week moving average, and here's the 20. Is the 10 above the 20? Yes, it is. The blue is the 10, this is the 20. You don't look at price. You don't care if price is above or below it. You look at the moving average above the 20. If the 10 is above the 20, you put yes. And then here's your rules. If QQQ is above the 10-month and the 10-week SMA is above the 20-week EMA, then increase TQQ by 20%. So what does that mean? Now this is actual 20% each point, not 20% of the 55%. So what this means is because both of those are above, we are now at 75% TQQQ. Everybody see that? 75%, 55 plus 20%. Then depending on the VIX, so right now the VIX is just above 20. So you would decrease TQQ by 7.5 points. So we're at 75 points now, 55 plus 20, 75. Since the VIX is below 30 and above 20, you decrease TQQ by 7.5%. So minus 7.5 is we would be at 67.5%. See how easy that is? That's just easy. So then we actually have a prompt instead of a spreadsheet. I think I still may do the spreadsheet too, but we basically have a prompt that we tell the total portfolio value, how many shares you got, how many TMS shares you got, what the current price of those two assets are. And then you tell it whether it's up, and what the VIX is. And the Claude will basically tell you the amount of shares that you should buy or sell. And we could go through that, I guess. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's put it here. Okay. Let's copy that. And let's go and just show you how this works. So let's go to Claude. So Claude is a free little thing. And let's see if it works, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you some data. And you can have this, actually what we could do is this, is we could go and put this information in here, right? Total portfolio value. Let's see what our total portfolio value is. Total portfolio value is 76,427. 40, 76, 427. 76, 427. Current TQQQ shares. Let's see how many we got of those. So go to positions. And we've got TQQQ 145 and 44. 145 and 44. Let's go there. 145, 44. $145, 44. And turret TQQ price. Let's see what TQQQ is. So TQQQ is at 73.63. $73.63. And TMF price. See what that is. TMF is at TMF is at 52.13. 52.13. And then market indicators is above. And the 10 versus 20 is above. And current VIX is 20. All right, new investment in, if any, let's see, that's gonna be 0. Initial TQQQ, initial price. Now, here's the thing though, y'all. What I'm gonna do is basically take my 76,000. And remember, this will be installment number 2. So what I'm gonna basically do is tell it, instead of 76,444, I'm going to divide that into 3 sections. 76, so that'll be 2/16 of my portfolio, and that's how much I want to put into it. 442 divided by 3, right? That'll be 2/6 or 1/3. So 25,481. 25,481 is the total amount that I want to have in there. 25,481. So let's put that over here. 25,481. Because that's the 25,481. Okay, so let's see if Claude can do this, because we hadn't checked the thing yet. So we got above, current VIX 20. Let's see, get all of this. There we go. This is the prompt that this thing created for itself. So let's see if it works. Or we might have to give some extra prompts to get this thing to work. Let's see if it works. There we go. Okay. This is how it works. Again, this is all free. Based on the provided information, I'll analyze the portfolio and provide recommendations. Let's go through the process step by step. Calculate new target allocation percentages, given that both the 10-month and the 10-week EMA are above their respective thresholds. We should allocate more towards TQQQ. The VIX is at 20, which is relatively low, further supporting higher TQQ allocation. I don't think that's right, buddy. So let's see, it's saying 75/27. Yeah, you got to watch this thing because you got to make sure that it does its thing. Let's see, since I got to tell it it's wrong, I think your allocation calculation is wrong. Allocation calculation is wrong. Since VIX is 20, the percentage allocated to TQQQ should be reduced by 7.5%, correct? And you'll notice it'll apologize to you. It'll say, hey, you know what? You're right, Tubby. You're exactly right. So let's see what it said here. I apologize for the oversight. So you have got to check this thing, but overall it should do it. I appreciate you pointing that out. Let's recalculate the allocation based on the VIX adjustment. So it's just that you go through here and here we go. New target allocation, 67.5%. This is exactly where we should be. 67.5% TQQQ and 32%. And then it basically says, hey, we're currently, TQQQ is 41% of our portfolio. TMF is 44 shares or 9% of the 40. And then we have, apparently it's saying cash. So this is the cash that it needs to use. Target allocation, we need to have $17,000 of TQQQ, and we need to have $25,000. No, sorry, TMF, we need to have $8,281 in TMF. So it basically tells me to buy, let's see, divided by that, 88.58 shares. So round down to 88 shares of TQQQ and 114 shares of TML. Isn't that kind of cool? You just got to watch it though to make sure it gets the allocation. So you got to double check it on the allocation. So check final allocation. After the proposed trades, we will have 17,000 or 67.33% of the portfolio in TQQQ. TMF will have 32.32% of the portfolio, and we will have $88.27 left in cash. If both allocations are below 80%, so no adjustments are needed, instructions per trade. Buy 88 shares of that, buy 114 shares of that. It gives you the final. This new allocation properly accounts for the VIX adjustment and aligns closely with our corrected target percentages. Thank you for catching this important detail. The adjusted allocation better reflects the current market conditions with a more conservative stance on TQQ. So maybe we do want a spreadsheet that'll do the calculations for us that we won't have to correct and double check. But it is kind of neat that you can use AI to do these things. Anyone got any question on the new plan at all? All right. If not, I will see y'all all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.